Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah.
G'day.
G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the complete guide to Australia.
Oh, yep.
Where
that's
it's hot.
what it is. It's hot.
It's hot.
Summer's come. Knock, knock. Who is it? It's summer.
And Summer didn't read the sign on my door that said, no summer. Please
Yeah.
don't knock. No junk mail. No summer. Don't ring the doorbell. Go the fuck away.
We're not interested.
Bring me back
Yeah.
winter, please.
Not interested in what you have to say, Summer. Go away.
39 degrees is, I think, against the law.
Yeah, it's too hot.
There are rules.
There's hot, and then there's too hot, and that is too hot.
There's rules of the solar system, and you've broken them. Yeah, it's hot, so this will be a quick episode as well because this room will heat up very soon.
Had to turn the fan off.
Yeah.
So
Tim and I think this is against all OHS procedures. What we're doing right now.
yeah,
WHS, whatever it is now. Tim, it is episode 70, so we've put the clothing back on.
yeah.
Reduced the level of sexiness in the room, not by much,
Yeah, we'll keep some of it.
but reduced.
Yeah.
It's time to talk about a bushranger.
Yeah, that's what we do, don't we? We talk
It
about
is.
those guys.
It is. Who are we talking about this week?
Today, we're speaking about a man by the name of Matthew Brady.
Right.
Suggestion of
Aiden.
Aiden, yep.
You forgot his name.
I was about to call him Kieran for some reason. I know
No,
a lot
it's
of
not
Kierans. No, his name's Aiden. Yeah, suggestion of Aiden. An interesting young man. Aiden and the bushranger.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, both good people. Sometimes known as the Gentleman Brady.
Oh, that's a bit fancy.
Yeah, so let's find out what his deal is, shall we?
I'd love to find out what his deal is. A veritable Brady Bunch, if you will.
Yeah, he did have a bunch. We'll get to that. So his proper name was Brady. It's spelled Bready,
Okay.
apparently. He was born in Manchester, just about the close to the 18th century. That's the 1700s for people playing at home. And
That shit always confuses
Don't
me.
get their 17th, 18th century, etc. Right. In England, he was a gentleman's servant, probably a groom, which means he looked after the horses.
Always the groom,
For-
but never the bride.
Yes, he did not marry another man, as far as we are aware.
Not that we know of.
Yeah, yes. So he didn't marry another man.
No.
So he was tried at Lancaster. For what? We don't know.
No.
Neither did Aiden, which is interesting because I was looking at some other research and I thought, we'll go and have a look at Aiden's site because I will be using some stuff off his article as well, which
Yes.
is very good. But he didn't have it either.
If Aiden doesn't know, no one does.
No. I don't think Brady even knew at the time.
No. He just turned up to court and he was like, I don't know why I'm here, but you're sending me away.
Yeah. So anyway, he got received 7-year sentence of transportation, which is how they said that they were going to send you to Australia
Yep.
or similar. Arrived in Australia and the convict shipped Juliana on the 29th of December, 1820. So he's probably one of the earliest ones we've done so far, right?
What year is that?
1820.
Probably.
I think we had one a little bit earlier than
I don't know when they
this.
started sending convicts here, but yeah, he's probably in the early form of bushrangering that is listed as far as we know.
Yeah. So he was not psyched about conditions in Sydney. Over the time, he received 350 lashes
Not great.
in punishment for misdemeanors and attempts to escape. He kept trying to get out. 1823, he was sent to the new penal settlement at Sarah Island in Macquarie Harbour, which is down in Van Diemen's Land / Tasmania.
Tasmania.
And my understanding is that this settlement was for very bad boys.
The baddest of boys.
Yeah, it was a particularly bad place to be, and they sent like dual offenders and naughty boys to this one.
Registered naughty boys.
Yeah. Sorry, the exact phrasing: for secondary offenders and desperate prisoners, of which his attempts to escape perhaps put him in that category.
Aren't all prisoners desperate to some extent?
It's an interesting question, Leon. Maybe we'll get
Let's
into
talk
that
about
later. 7th of June, 1824, he was part of a group of 15 who escaped from Sarah
Jesus.
Island. They sailed a whaleboat around the south coast to the River Derwent, and then they spent the next 2 years bushranging.
It's impressive.
It is impressive.
To just like fuck off with 15 of your mates in a boat.
Yeah. So Brady he considered himself, and he was considered a gentleman. He rarely robbed or insulted women. In fact, there's a story that I'll get to momentarily where he kicks someone out for something they do to a woman out of the gang. But he was considered a dangerous bushranger after they held up the township of Sorrel,
Where the fuck's that?
I'm assuming Sorrel is in the
Still in Tasmania.
Tasmania. Yes, it is. It's in Tasmania. So they held the town up, and they engaged in they engaged in a gunfight with the local garrison there, and Lieutenant William Gunn was shot in the arm, which they actually amputated. Interesting, disgusting fact. And in 14th of April 1825, Lieutenant Governor Arthur posted a reward for the capture of Brady and the gang, and I'm going to read out because Aidan actually has his little
Thing.
proclamation. So Lieutenant Governor Arthur, 1825, said, "His Honour has directed that a reward of £25, which is a lot of money back then,
It is.
shall be given for the apprehension of either Brady or James McCabe, who was a particularly well-known part of the group as well, and that any prisoner giving such information as may directly lead to their apprehension shall receive a ticket of leave, that any prisoner apprehending and securing either of them in addition to the above reward shall receive a conditional pardon." Then there's like extra stuff if you're like a police and get them. So 50 acres of land free from restrictions will be given to the chief constable in whose district either McCabe or Brady is taken, provided it shall be certified by the magistrate of the district that he has zealously exerted himself in the promulgation of this order and to the adoption of the measure for giving it effect.
Man, it must have been so hard
Fancy
to write
shit.
such lengthy bullshit back
Yeah,
then.
but this is just how everyone spoke back then, isn't it?
That's just so much extra time. It's bullshit that the chief of police or whatever they just said gets 50 acres of land
Just
for
'cause it
being caught in
happened,
his
yeah.
area.
But they do go to say, like, you have to have at least tried to help in some way.
But as if they'd enforce that. Like, Brohan Chief and his old mate, Governor Arthur,
Yeah.
he's probably just going to be like, you do stuff? And he's like, yeah, well, I run the show.
Yeah. Well, look, Brady thought it was a load of shit as well, and he issued his own proclamation in return.
Excellent.
"It has caused Matthew Brady much concern that such a person known as Sir George Arthur is at large. 20 gallons of rum will be given to any person that will deliver his person unto me. I also caution John Priest that I will hang him for his ill treatment of Mrs. Blackwell at Newtown." So a nice little example of his gentlemanliness as well.
It's like the only time that I can think of that we've come across someone like putting out their own rewards.
Yeah.
Like a bushranger being
Yeah.
like, hey, I
Bring
can
them
do
to
this
me.
as well.
Yeah. And that story I was talking about, James McCabe, who was mentioned in the proclamation from George Arthur, he got kicked out of the group. So it said that during one of the raids, McCabe kept trying to get a particularly lovely, Aidan says, servant girl to kiss him during the raid. Brady did not like this. This broke his code of conduct. So he shot him in the hand and kicked him out of the gang.
Yeah, that's the right reaction.
Brady
I'd say.
didn't fuck around.
Brady's on the right path.
Yeah. You did what he said or you got the fuck out, basically.
Yeah, I think it's good to have a leader like that in your bushranging gang.
Yeah. So, 4th of March, 1826, they attack a homestead which is owned by a gentleman by the name of Mr. Dry. I don't really know anything about Mr. Dry.
He doesn't sound too excited.
Except that they attacked. It was dark. A servant managed to get to town and call alarm, and then a bunch of troopers came. There was a gunfight. No one was killed, and the bushrangers managed to get away, except 3 days later, Brady came back to Tom Kenton's farm. Tom Kenton, I'm not really sure who he is, but he was in some way related to all of this. Brady killed him because he set a trap for him. They actually briefly caught Brady, but he got away as well.
Of course he did.
Again, swore revenge, came back and shot him. Then they tried to escape. They jumped on a boat, the convicts, and they wanted to get to the mainland, tried to get across Bass Strait, but didn't make it because there was a storm, and they had to go back.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that's not good for them, is it? No.
As soon as you start killing people is when you get into real trouble.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
I did see somewhere, I think it was on Aiden's site, a guide to Australian bushranging for all of you playing at home. I think he wrote an article where he made comparisons between Brady and Ned Kelly, which I can see many of them.
Yeah.
Including this situation where once one person is killed, all hell breaks loose, but also killing people you know or friends because they rat you out.
Yeah, not a good place to be. So after the sailing fiasco, one of the gang members, an ex-convict by the name of Cohen, betrayed Brady for a pardon. So in 1826 in March, they made contact with Brady just south of Launceston, the troopers, and managed to find him and the gang.
Right.
Cohen obviously told them where they were. They started up a fight. Brady was shot in the leg, wounded in the leg. And then the bushrangers kind of all just took off in different ways. 2 stragglers were caught by local farmers at the time. Brady and 4 others made it as far as Watery Plains, which is about 15 miles southeast of Launceston, which is like for those who don't know, kind of one of the bigger towns in Tasmania. I don't know if I've ever been there. Have you been?
No,
there?
because that's isn't that up in the bushy area? Like Hobart's down the bottom, but isn't Launceston up the top?
It's closer to the top of Tasmania.
So I think that's where you go for all your bushwalking and hiking needs.
Yeah. Saturday night, a campfire was spotted, and this is where John Batman comes into the story. You did not mishear that. People who don't know Southern Australian history, John Batman.
He was Batman,
but he
probably
was
pronounced Batman.
Also a fuckwit.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Like to kill Indigenous people, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was part of his thing.
And he has parks and streets and all sorts of shit named after
Batman
him.
Avenue. We got really excited when we came down here and saw
Melbourne.
Batman Avenue. We were like, sick.
Yeah.
Bruce
But now
Wayne, finally.
We know the story of who this man actually was.
Not so sick.
Not so sick. Real fuckwit.
Not jazzed.
So anyway, John Batman himself and a little party went out to investigate. They all fled into the bush, the gang. Batman and his crew stayed near the campfire, though, and he heard another noise. So obviously the boys were trying to get away still. Saw a man limping in the bush near the shallow creek and went towards him. And it was Brady. He'd obviously still injured. Batman got him to surrender. Unfortunately, Brady was ill, very much in pain, just went along with it. He gave Batman... I'm not going to call him Batman. He doesn't deserve Batman. Batman delivered Brady to Launceston jail, and it spread pretty quickly that they got him. And then Thursday, 27th of April, 1826, Brady and Patrick Bryant, who's another member of the gang, pleaded guilty to the murder with malice of Thomas Kenton, who we had already talked about. They killed earlier. They also pleaded guilty for stealing 4 horses from Mr. Lawrence, who I'm not certain who that is.
Mr. Lawrence, no.
Yeah. And Brady was sentenced to death. He was hanged on the 4th of May, 1826, at the Old Hobart Jail. 4 other bushrangers were hanged at the same time with him: Patrick Bryant, John Perry, John Thompson, and Thomas Jeffries, who we will speak about at some point, because maybe he's a little bit too hectic, though.
He's one of those bushrangers that, did lots of bad stuff, but he also ate people.
Yeah. He may be a little bit too bad to talk about.
Maybe too far.
Yeah.
Too serious.
Yeah. Brady actually also thought that Thomas Jeffries was too much. He complained about being hanged alongside Jeffries because Brady was a gentleman.
Yeah.
Jeffries was very much not. So Brady did not like the fact that he was going to hang beside him.
Guys, look, I know I'm a bushranger. I know I'm in trouble. Yeah. I agree. Hang me for sure. I killed a guy.
Yeah.
But that guy's fucked.
Not with this fucking guy.
Not with him.
Not with this fucking guy.
Come on, it's an insult to the rest of us to be hanged
Yeah.
with that guy.
Yeah, because Jeffries, as well as being a cannibal and mass murderer, was also an informer, which among the criminal population, of course, is a massive deal. Brady's cell filled with flowers, and they use this to support the claim he was a gentleman bushranger. He was very popular.
Bit of a heartthrob.
Down there in Tasmania.
The old Brady.
And that's Brady.
That is Brady. Interesting guy. Again, another one that I did not know about.
Yeah. I like that he issued his own declaration.
Best part of the
I
story.
was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. I like the issue, but I really do like the end part where he's like, don't hang me with this guy. Like, if you're going to hang me...
I am not as bad as this guy.
Hang me with some of the guys I like, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as we said, another great suggestion from our friend Aiden. Feeling good feeling. Keep your eye out for information about Glen Rowan and some other things that are appearing in Aiden's world soon.
Jump on his website and read about some of the bushrangers.
Guide to Australian
good
Bushranging.
information.
Facebook as well. Nah, without Aiden, there wouldn't be a show. He's basically like the Ali shit my pants chance of the bushranging world when it comes to producing our episodes. Ali's in charge of every other episode.
That's facts.
But every 5, Aiden sorts us out.
Yeah.
Tim, wait, what's his beard like?
He didn't have one.
Oh, none at all?
Not that I could see. I mean, the only pictures that we have of him look to be drawings.
I guess it was pretty early on.
And, yeah, he never has them. I'm sure during his time in the bush, although he was a gentleman, he may have shaved. I don't know.
Yeah, he may have kept it smooth.
Yeah.
You want to be able to see that beautiful face of his.
Yeah.
Tim, I have a dad advice for you.
Hit me with that dad advice.
And for everyone that I think should be shared. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Tim and Leon,
mm-hmm.
My name is Kerry, and I need some dad advice.
Okay,
Kerry, you come to the right place. It's getting hotter here in Victoria, and barbecue season is on its way.
Yes, it is.
The problem is, my friends always bring shit sausages, and then they insist on cooking them.
For God's sake.
They cook them so they are just cooked, almost raw, and they flip them with an egg flipper. All of this gets in the way of me cooking some minute steaks with a bit of honey soy sauce on them. That sounds good. How do I tell my friend to go to a better butcher, and what is the best way to guide them in how to use tongs? Thanks for all your help, and let's hope some rain falls soon as we desperately need it. Kerry.
We do need it.
We
desperately need it.
We do need the rain.
We desperately need the rain.
Kerry, your friends are shit.
Yeah.
Get new friends.
Yeah, as soon as you said they flip it with an egg flipper, I knew that these were bad people.
Your egg flipper is for eggs and for beef patties.
Yeah.
That's it. Hash browns maybe at a stretch.
Unfortunately, Kerry, there are some people in life that you just can't help. These sound like those kinds of people.
Your friends are in the same category as those people we've talked about before who eat Maxi Bonds by holding the chocolate end first.
Absolute fools.
There should be a commune of people that eat the chocolate end last, and people that buy shit sausages and use an egg flipper.
Oh, quick side story, because I don't think we talked about this.
Oh, yeah?
Gay Time now have a Maxibon-like ice cream, which I tried recently. Did we talk about this?
I feel like we did. Maybe.
I don't
know.
But
you did have it.
We talked about Gay Time and going to get them, but we went up there and we found out that they have a Maxibon version. Very good. Would recommend. Anyway, back to Kerry's thing.
Since that episode where we talked about Gay Times, I have had, because that was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I've probably had 6 or 7 Maxi Bonds. I'm having 1, maybe 2 sometimes a week.
Wow.
I'm out of control.
Yeah.
The egg flipper is a problem.
Yeah.
The other problem is that they come to your house and cook on your barbecue. There's a problem.
Yeah, what's that about?
If you invite someone over and you say, bring some meat, unless it's something hard to cook like vegetarian patties or tofu or something, where you're like, how do you cook this? You cook it, you're the one, you've invited them over, it's your job to cook. And that's just an agreed upon piece of Australian barbecue law.
Obviously.
The other problem is that they don't cook them all the way. Everyone knows a sausage needs to be burnt within an inch of its life.
You can't overcook a sausage. That's what I've always said.
But you can undercook a sausage.
You can.
And I don't think I've ever wanted a sausage medium rare myself.
No.
I'm more of a well done.
Disgusting.
Well done. And where are you getting shit sausages from? Because most sausages will do the job.
Yeah, even if you get like a big pack from Woolies and stuff, they're
cheap
good.
Woolies
They're good sausages.
Maybe they're trying to go too fancy. Maybe they're buying expensive sausages and they're actually really shit.
Maybe they are. See, here's the other thing. With sausages, you can try and get too fancy, and they do get less good.
It's like port. The more expensive the port, the worse it is.
Yeah.
Cheap
Is that
port's
true?
better.
Right.
No, I don't think that's true, but cheap port is very good. There's I don't think you need this in your life.
No. I wouldn't be inviting them around again.
Part of our job as honorary dads for our entire listener base is sometimes providing hard truths. And the truth of this one is
You got to teach them a lesson.
you got to cut them off.
Yeah. They're not going to learn if you just allow them to continue with this nonsense.
Now, as good dads who are offering advice, how do you cut them off? Well, they come over with their sausages. You throw their sausages at them and say, I fucking hate your sausages. I hate you. And if you ever speak to me again, I will grab you by the face with a pair of tongs.
Yeah, it's a time-tried tradition.
Yeah, it's worked for me several times. Sometimes the people haven't even brought sausages. I've had my own to throw at them.
Yeah.
Throwing a sausage at someone is the Australian symbol for
Get out.
we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's cooked on a bun and you lob it at your mate, because then you're just helping him out.
I really want a sausage sandwich, goddamn.
No one ever wants a sausage sandwich.
I do. I want one now.
The other thing is, I've had the different meats in sausages, all 7 of the meats that you can have. You got human,
There are 7 meats.
turkey. But I think that beef sausages are the way to go. A chicken sausage is okay,
I love me a chicken sausage.
but I don't know
gotta
about
be
like
honest.
pork or anything.
A chicken sausage is a treat, though. It's not an everyday
No.
sausage.
And they also look weird because they're really light coloured.
Yeah.
I like a good dark sausage. But yeah, basically, your friends are bastards. Don't let them come near your house. They shouldn't be trusted near children either, by the sounds of it.
No, they're just going to pass this weird sausage gene on.
Yeah, they need to be stopped. I think there's a part of the law that lets you arrest them.
Yeah.
I think we can put them in jail.
We'll look into it. We'll get back to you.
I think the jail's in the back of a Bunnings warehouse. On that note, Bunnings warehouse are out of control. They're trying to put sausages on top of your onions.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. The world's gone to madness. Honestly.
Obviously, it's the end of days. Because everyone knows, even I who don't eat onions, you put them on top of.
You got to put them on top.
It's just
It's going to soak into the bread. What's
it's
the
common
point?
courtesy.
It's just ridiculous. I'm done with it.
That's it.
You've heard it here first.
Fuck that.
I'm done.
Boycott Bunnings. Don't shop there anymore. No, they've got lowest prices.
No,
It's
good
just
on
the
them.
beginning.
That is just the beginning.
the next stage is shitty sausages.
Yeah.
I think that's going to do us. A quick game's a good game when it comes to podcasts. I've always said. I've always said that.
Yeah.
This week, rather than recommend a podcast, I'm going to recommend music.
Ah.
You should listen to it. That's it.
The concept of music.
Have you
It
heard
is
of
good.
music?
5 stars.
I believe it was Tolstoy who wrote about music first. I want to talk about. We've talked about Dylan on here before a number of times. Dylan is a good friend of mine from high school, and he's the man who sorted us out with the recording equipment that we have.
Yes.
Always helping hand, and his band Recovery Room have just released a full. I don't know if they're calling it. I'm not hip anymore.
Is it
I'm
an
not
EP?
sure if it's
Is
an
it
EP
album?
or an album. I don't know.
Maybe it's an album EP.
I read album somewhere, but anyway, it's the first one where the whole band's together or something like that. Anyway, it's called Wallflower.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Ah.
Like, not just like we know Dylan, so it's good. It's really good.
Legitimately good.
So you can get it on Spotify. Just look for Recovery Room, and the album Wallflower comes up.
Yep.
You can get it on Bandcamp and things like that as well. But what I would highly recommend, I haven't played it yet, but on Resist Records, which is a record company that I guess they're signed to, I'm hip. I'm down. You can buy a vinyl, and I don't know if they're still doing it, but you can get like this green and clear one.
I saw that. Yeah.
Which I have. And once that one's gone, I think you can get a baby pink one if you buy it in the store, because you can get it from like JB Hi-Fi and stuff.
Pretty.
Anyway, whichever way you do it, get it in your ear holes.
Yeah.
It's good. It's pop. I think it's classified as pop punk or
Pop punk.
something. I don't know.
That's fun to. That's
I'm
fun
really-
to say. Pop punk.
I've really lost all of my hipness. It says here that it's a collection of 9 angst-driven introspective songs written about a range of personal experience since the inception of the band.
Pop punk.
Indie rock styles, math rock influenced guitar work.
Do you say math rock?
Yeah, like MATH. It's a form of music. I'm aware of
I
that.
don't know what math rock is, but that's cool.
It's just good. basically what I'm saying, after all of that, probably not the best pitch I've ever done, but you should listen to it.
But it's good.
It's really good. Recovery
I've
Room.
always
And you can
saying to
find them on, I think, most social media at Recovery Room Feels. But go get it. Wallflower. It's good. And if you get it, send a screenshot to me. And what I'll do is then I'll save that screenshot and I'll organize with you for me to say thank you. And that's it. Because I can't give you a free album. What am I?
Yeah.
It's on Spotify.
We actually have no connection to the band.
No, I don't actually know Dylan
No power
at all.
in that capacity. So
Dylan is a hypothetical.
don't expect anything from us.
But yes, go and do that. And keep up all the other shit that you're doing. Because, hey, listen here. Look at me.
Yep.
Look at the road, but look at me. You're doing great.
Well done.
Keep it up. Except for you, you've fucked it.
Yeah, you not so good. And if you flip a sausage in my house with an egg flipper one more fucking time.
Yeah, if any egg flipping... you know what I'm worried about? I think I've seen Dad use an egg flipper for a sausage before. Tony, we need to talk.
Tony, mate.
Sit down a minute, Tony.
Digital radio, that's all I have to say.
When I'm up there over Christmas, we're going to have a talking to. The only thing an egg flipper is good for, the proper like big hard metal ones with all like the weird spice and that, you can slice into the sausage to make the butterfly sausage.
Yeah,
That
I do
is the
like
use
a
for it.
butterfly sausage. That's
butterfly
another
sausage is a
treat,
treat.
one. It's a treat one.
How sad is it that a treat is a butterfly sausage?
You cut it open. Yeah,
know what?
that's a treat to sausage.
I feel like we said it here before. I said it to some of the kids at school the other day. You know what a treat used to be for Mum, like an afternoon snack? Wheat Bix with Vegemite on it.
That sounds
The dark days.
just disgusting. Yeah,
At that time, a butterfly sausage was considered a gourmet food.
yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, also,
Oh yes,
no, there's more. Just wait, there's more.
I was about to leave, but here I am
Yeah,
again.
just close that door. Sit the fuck back down. This is your room, number one. We sent out the stickers. Tim and I were very proactive.
Yeah.
We both have hand cramps because it took quite a long time to write that many cards.
It's true. Yeah.
Great stocking stuffers. Buy 10 Yeah G'day stickers.
You could
Stuff them in a stocking.
them into any kind of stocking. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine, picture this. It's Christmas Day
Yep.
in whatever country you're in. Cold, warm, medium. You're there. You've got a child, yours hopefully, but there's a child sitting under a tree, and
Yep.
they're unwrapping their first 2018 Christmas present,
Yep.
and they think it's a remote control car. It's a big box,
Yep.
but what do? They open it up. It's filled with paper, and on top is just one single G'day Mate sticker. And you can see the fury in their eyes as they unleash the wrath of a child on Christmas morn who has been scorned.
Start Christmas off the right way.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Anyway, no, buy some stickers. They look sick. Good. As always, thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art.
Yeah, and Curtis Fernance for Fern Tree Music. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, no, we appreciate it. So that's good.
Yeah, no, good on him. Yeah, he's done well. Listen to Do It for the Vine. It's coming out today.
Yeah, that'll come out. Good.
Today.
Fantastic.
Not that I would use this show to promote it.
No, just theoretically, that was something that's happening.
In theory. It's starting to get hot in here. I think that's everything. As always, yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catches on the flippity flop.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.